Thank you, Ruma. I hope I don't ramble too much, but I'm so excited to really share. It's been an epiphany for me, to only now I have understood. Yes, I knew the importance of exercise. You have to be fit, you have to, and I always, when I joined, I told you that I don't want to die an unhealthy death, I don't want to be lying in bed suffering or something like that. But, I just said it because that's the way I felt. But today I really understood what it means to take care of your health and to be fit today, so that you live a healthy, uh, you live your old age also healthily, without struggling through it. Because I see too many old people, including my father, who's otherwise mentally very alert and healthy and everything, but the pain in his knees just spoils his life for him. That seems to take over everything else. He's just either lying down or trying to take medicines for it or whatever it is, and if you had done things earlier. So from my experience, I can't speak for anybody else, but from my experience, I am so glad that when I realized that I had to do something about my fitness, because now I'm past 50. When I got past 50, I realized that, okay, now I'm going to be getting into senior citizen age and stuff like that, and I'm not going to be able to exercise. I had that cancer surgery, so that's when it really opened my eyes to fitness as a goal for the future, not for current levels. Okay, it's very good to be conscious about fitness today, whatever age you are. But for me, it was about planning for my future. All of us plan for our financial futures, as soon as we start working. But when it comes to health, we don't plan our fitness for when we age. We just do it for what we think are important targets, visually. Like, you want to look good, you want to have a toned body, you want to weigh only so much and stuff like that. I really wonder if we think about, no, I don't really care about the weight and stuff like that, but I want to make sure that my knees hold me up when I'm over 60. Nobody ever thinks like that about fitness. Seriously. So that is just my message over here, that when I went into this knee surgery, I was supposed to have done it in October. I was diagnosed with tricompartmental damage, osteoarthritis, in my left knee. Okay, so the surgeon said, look, I've done nothing wrong. You're very, he could see that I was, very much into fitness and I was an active person and all that. He says, it's nothing, you've not done nothing wrong, but it just so happens. I mean, you can't, there's no reason for it, but it happens. So you have a choice. You either tone down your lifestyle. I'm sorry, please tell me if I'm rambling too much, okay? But there's just so much to say. I feel if I gave a bigger context, you'll understand what I'm feeling today about fitness, okay? So he says you have two choices. One is to cut back on your lifestyle, which literally means don't be as active. So I gave up yoga because certain postures were putting pressure on the knee, and it would set off a strain or a sprain. So, and he said, you don't do Padmasana, you don't do it sitting on the floor at least, because when you get up, when you raise yourself, you're putting pressure on the knees. The knees are at an awkward angle, which stresses the knee. So I gave up yoga. Then I gave up jogging long back. And I used to walk for exercise. I would time myself, which means it's stressing the knees. I'm not strolling, right? So that's adding some stress on my knees because I have to walk at a certain pace. And every time I started my exercise routine, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, my knees would start hurting. I would have to lay off and just, stick with Tabata or something like that, give my knees some time to rest, recuperate, and then get back to, and it would be a cycle. So he said, you have to cut back on your lifestyle. That's one choice you have. And I actually canceled 2 road trips with my friends, with my girlfriends, which involved some trekking and stuff like that, simply because my knees were hurting and I didn't want to spoil their trip. And it was beginning to frustrate me, that if this is what is meant by cutting back on my lifestyle, just to avoid, surgery or something like that, I can't see myself living for the next 15 years, just doing very tame kind of exercises. And I said, no, I want to be as active as I am today for the next 15 years. So I took the decision to go in for this surgery. I had a lot of guidance. I was given very good information from 2 surgeons who made the decision easier for me. But the point being, in the run up to this surgery, I kind of understood that it was important to build up my muscle strength, because when I get into the physiotherapy stage, I'm going to need those muscles. I have to work my knee. I have to learn to bend it. I have to learn to use it the way I want to when it's back to normal. And for that, I need muscle strength. Now, the surgeon told me, and I was really so pleased with myself when he told me that I've got very good muscle tone, and muscle memory is there, because in the months from October last year, I actually postponed the surgery by another month, but I continued with my leg exercises, the specific focused ones, and that has held me in good stead with when it comes to physiotherapy. Just to give an example, I'm not boasting or something like that, but I do feel for women who usually, at around 70-75, they come in for full knee replacement, and they're not usually women who've been active or something like that. They go for their daily walks and stuff like that, but they're not exercising from that any particular point of view. And they don't have the muscle strength. So the doctor, it made me laugh, but the surgeon said they have muscles like dough. It's so soft. So they have to start working from a much lower level, from scratch actually, to be able to even lift that leg off the bed. When they're doing, it's very hard for them. And I had got reports from friends recently who'd gone in for full knee surgery, and they really scared the heck out of me by saying the physiotherapy is excruciating. So more than the surgery, I was afraid about the pain from physiotherapy. But I'm just so pleased to say that I did not experience excruciating pain. Okay, it has been hard. Yes, I do make noises. I say ah and ooh and all that, but it's not been excruciating. And it's all thanks to the build up, the pre-surgery exercises that I was very diligent about. So my message to everybody here is, if you're ever faced with a situation like where you have to you get some knee pain or something like that, don't wait till it becomes a problem, to you have to do surgery or something like that. Just start early, even in your 30s, 40s, whatever it is. You have your exercise routine, but remember that your knees are the ones that bear the brunt of all your exercising. That's the whole weight of your body is on your knees, and that's the joint that really takes the battering at the end of the day. So you need to build those muscles up around your knees. Whatever other exercises you do to strengthen the rest of your body, flexibility, all that kind of a thing, working those muscles around your knees is just absolutely, I can't tell you how important it is. I will tell you one more epiphanous, something that I really understood now. I started getting these pains about when I was about 40, 45, which is about, okay, I'm going to reveal my age now, but that's about 15 years ago, when we were in Hong Kong, and I was getting niggling pain in my knees and stuff like that. And I had an MRI done. An ortho surgeon made me do an MRI, and he says, yes, there's a lot of stress on your meniscus, but it's okay. You don't have to think about surgery and all that. Just take care. But he never, if I had this advice at 45, that look, don't just think that it's okay. It's it's nothing to worry about. It's just a little wear and tear on the meniscus, and it's a normal kind of thing. If somebody had just told me, okay, now you need to do something about making sure that it doesn't get worse. Okay, so if somebody had advised me, like the surgeon did just before my surgery, that you need to focus on the strength of the muscles around your knees, so that you never ever you don't get osteoarthritis at the end of the day. Okay, at this age, maybe if I'd got that advice, and if I'd acted on it, maybe today my osteoarthritis in that knee would not have reached this stage where I have to take a decision whether I want to go in for surgery or I want to cut back on my lifestyle. It was a very hard decision, to take, because natural knees are always the best. And my plea to everybody is to just keep those natural knees as best as you can, preserve them, and do everything you have to. Start thinking about your old age now. That's it.
Vanita, such a beautiful and a heartfelt share. Thank you so much. Love you so much for bringing yourself here and sharing with us. And Vanita has always been, I look up to her because one is she's a cancer survivor. I do not know. She just mentioned that as well. and she has seen a lot of health challenges. And yet today, Vanita, I think your doctor also said to you that you are recovering faster because your muscle mass is better.
Yes, I did. I should have mentioned that too. He was very pleased. He says, I think you'll recover faster. They give you a time, a timeline. They say, 2 weeks till the stitches are removed, 3 weeks till you can walk without a walker. Right now, I'm walking with a walker. And then maybe at the end of 2 months, you should be able to let go of the stick. They give you a stick after 3 weeks. You walk with a cane. And maybe after 2 months, you'll walk without a limp. Nobody will know that you've had a surgery. But my target is to make that happen even earlier than 2 months. I don't think I can.
You can be tied to bed, right, Vanita?
Oh my
Not you.
God. I can't imagine for the next, it's only 1 week since I had my surgery. And I'm just thinking 2 months without, going out of the house or being able to, it's so difficult to get into a car, I can't fold my leg or anything like that. So I'm saying, no, it's going to happen earlier than 2 months.
It will happen, Vanita. It will happen.
Yeah.
We'll put it on our vision board. We will start the affirmations, and it is going to happen. It is bound to happen. Universe is here to give you. So, amazing message, Vanita. Even if we cannot start, whoever has the chance today, opportunity today to start early, we should start that. And
Absolutely.
if we could not, and say, for example, for any reason like Vanita, if we miss the awareness and we didn't have the awareness at the right time, and today we are at a juncture where, I'm already at a place which is difficult, building muscle mass. Even today, if you start, like Vanita said, even today, if you start, you will still be at a better place than not start at all. God forbid something, you have to make a decision like Vanita had to do. You will still be at a better position if you start now. So thank you so much, Vanita. And
I have to say thank you to Nadatai and to Ruma, for getting me so involved in, thinking about my fitness, and for, inspiring me, motivating me to do this much for myself, I've been through a couple of other training programs and stuff like that, weight loss and all that, but nobody's ever inspired me or motivated me to think so much about, preparing for a surgery, for heaven's sake. I've done that, So thank you, Ruma.
Thank you. You are the one who is the hero here. Wow. Thank you. Can we all give lots of love to Vanita?